A term that's becoming increasingly more common to hear online is that of the masculine frame. It's frequently slated as one of the most important things for a man to maintain in order to epitomize his manhood and to succeed in life. But not every guy knows exactly what is meant by the masculine frame, and what he needs to do in order to preserve his own. The masculine frame is essentially the energy that lies at the heart of masculinity. In order to remain strong and powerful in his environment, a man needs to be aware of how he carries himself, and maintain his masculine frame. A man who remains within his masculine frame will project a cool and collected energy to everyone he meets, men and women alike, and will find himself instantly commanding more authority, regardless of the setting. 1. Confident demeanor. Masculine energy is inherently notable for its strong and confident demeanor. A man who is able to keep within the masculine frame will naturally carry himself with confidence throughout life. This can be felt through the confidence with which he makes decisions, the body language with which he carries himself, and his ability to admit when he is in the wrong. Confidence is not something that appears overnight, and takes practice and commitment in order to master. Having a strong sense of self, and being honest with yourself about your abilities and your actions is the key to mastering this crucial element of the masculine frame. 2. Physical strength. While many of the traits of the masculine frame revolve around how a man thinks, and the way he carries himself throughout life, there's also a lot to be said for the physical aspects of the masculine frame. Physical strength, and remaining in peak physical condition, are benchmarks of a man who respects himself, and knows how to look after his body. This doesn't mean you have to become a professional bodybuilder in order to master your masculine frame, but putting regular effort into maintaining your physique will leave you both looking and feeling your best. 3. Good masculine role models. The masculine frame is the embodiment of how a strong man carries himself. Understanding this and learning how to manifest it yourself becomes a whole lot easier when you have a strong set of role models that epitomize your ideal of manhood. Choosing strong role models means looking for the men, both celebrities, and those that you know personally in life, and figuring out exactly what it is about them that instills in you a sense of respect. Once you have identified what it is you find admirable about these men, you can begin to emulate these traits in your own daily life, and will quickly find yourself more easily adhering to your natural masculine frame. 4. Strong principles. One of the key aspects of maintaining a masculine frame is to go about life with a strong set of principles. These principles will differ from man to man, but should serve as the ruling guidelines by which a man conducts himself in society. These principles should cover a wide variety of areas in a man's life, including his moral beliefs, his work ethic, and how he wishes to be treated by others. Developing this set of moral and ethical principles requires deep inward reflection, and necessitates that a man ask himself what he truly believes in. The kind of questions a man needs to ask himself in order to develop strong principles are things such as, what am I willing to do to get ahead? What change do I want to make in the world? And where he draws his personal lines between right and wrong. A man who has asked himself these questions will naturally carry himself with more self-confidence in life, and find himself more able to maintain his masculine frame. 5. Resilience in the face of adversity. At the heart of manifesting true masculine energy is the ability to handle yourself in a crisis situation. No matter how daunting the circumstances he faces, a man who is resolute in his masculine frame will be able to take adversity in his stride. This means taking life's blows as they come, and always maintaining a problem-solving attitude, rather than being sucked into a spiral of defeatism. Adversity is an unavoidable aspect of life, and a man who is comfortable in his masculine frame will be able to confront this fact head-on with an attitude of resilience that will innately fill those around him with awe and respect. 6. Emotional intelligence. A man who is resolute within his masculine frame possesses a strong sense of emotional intelligence. This allows him to read his social environment with an ease and expertise that makes dealing with other people a walk in the park. Possessing emotional intelligence allows a man to deal with others in a way that will produce exactly the outcome he's hoping for. Knowing how to keep your cool in stressful situations, deal with difficult people, and refrain from getting unnecessarily angry are all standout traits of a man who possesses high emotional intelligence and a strong masculine frame. By subscribing to my channel, you'll never miss out on any of my new videos. 7. A cool attitude. A cool attitude comes hand in hand with emotional intelligence for a man who is epitomizing his masculine frame. Knowing how to stay cool, calm, and collected no matter what's going on around him is the ultimate sign of a man who feels secure in himself and his beliefs. The masculine frame is one resistant to being easily fazed, and a strong man knows that his energy is best spent fixing a problematic situation, rather than letting stress and anxiety throw him off. Cultivating a cool attitude to stressful situations takes practice and determination, but with a bit of work, is the key to projecting the quintessential energy of the masculine frame. 8. Knowing how and when to say no. One noteworthy trait of the masculine frame is the ability to stand up for oneself and say no when they need to. This can be difficult at first, as kind and compassionate men have a tendency to be people pleasers. However, saying yes to every single thing that people ask of you can lead you to overwork yourself, and even undermine your personal values and principles. Learning to stick within your masculine frame means knowing when and how to say no to people in order to preserve your true authentic self, and not put yourself at the mercy of other people's wishes. 9. Good communication. Possessing good communication skills is a central tenet of creating the impression that we leave on those around us. Studies show that possessing a more skilled ability to communicate is one of the driving factors of success in many areas of life, including romantic pursuits and career opportunities. Good communication is made up of a mix of honesty, compassion, and clarity. Each and every day presents you with the opportunity to practice your communication skills, and every interaction can be used as a learning experience for improvement. Communicating in a way that is tailored to your audience is key to commanding the respect and authority that is an inherent trait of the masculine frame. 10. Humility. At the end of the day, maintaining your masculine frame is worth very little if it's done in a way that drives the people around you away. Arrogance is a highly unattractive trait in any person, and can undermine the natural respect and authority commanded by the masculine frame. In order to hold his masculine frame while still remaining personable and charismatic, a man must master the art of humility. Knowing how to exert strength and provide for those around you, without the need for constant praise and approval, is the cornerstone of a man who is comfortable in his abilities and his masculinity. Staying humble is accompanied by maintaining a sense of gratitude, and rejecting any tendency towards entitlement. Learning to remain resolute in your own abilities and staying grateful for what you have accomplished is one of the most noteworthy traits of a man truly at home in his masculine frame. 11. Self-respect. Self-respect is perhaps the most important trait of all when it comes to mastering the masculine frame. A true sense of self-respect manifests itself in all areas of a man's life. From maintaining a self-care routine and respecting his environment, to reserving time for his personal passions and desires, a man's self-respect is all about sticking to the boundaries he has drawn for himself. The ability to humbly stick to his boundaries and principles is part and parcel what makes the energy of the masculine frame so authoritative and worthy of respect, and is crucial for every strong man to master. The masculine frame is one of the most important concepts for a man to get to grips with in life. By identifying and mastering the traits that we have discussed here, you yourself can set off on the path to maximizing your own masculine frame, and carrying yourself throughout life with an energy that will naturally win respect and create opportunities. I am Majid 2006. We hope you enjoyed learning about the science of men as much as we enjoyed creating it. Subscribe to our channel for more.